planner friends, it's Kim Otokoven Cairo Designs here on my YouTube channel. Of course, I'm about ready to get into March. It is exactly March 1st today as I'm filming, and I want to redo it, revamp it, get ready for the next month. And you know I love a good flip through, so thought you would enjoy one too. This is my standard size traveler's notebook by WEBSTERS pages, and it's the Sweet Caroline, and oh, the front embossing is just to die for. I love the texture, I love the feel, and of course I love the looks. But I will be transferring out of this. I think my unicorn rainbow planner would be a little bit more appropriate with the whole leprechauns and the feel of spring, and I just love a new fresh start every month. So that's what's going to be changing along with the insides, which is why we're doing a flip through. All right, let's get started. So as you open it up, I've got the front pockets here, and yes, they look decorative, but they are functional for me as well. If we start at the top, I regularly do take the paper clips off of here in the front and use them throughout. If I'm doing a whole lot of extensive planning and don't want to flip back and forth, I either use the tag that I have here or the paper clip if I want to make sure that everything is super stable. I do have a couple things back here. I have a Mommy Light dashboard that was from some time ago, and I also have a pocket dashboard that I've used previously, and I use this as a bookmark as well, and it's double-sided and it still matches the theme I've got going on here, and I love this picture. I use it almost all the time in each one of my planners. One of my favorite pictures ever. If you look in the front cover, I do functionally use these sticky notes. I just got rid of the one that was on top just for filming. It was my grocery list for when I was in Chicago Planner Conference. And then some of these are for decoration. There's no doubt that I love a good decoration. This little heart slipped behind, but I think it was really cute. A little wood veneer kind of makes a different texture. I do have my Mommy Light enamel pin, and don't freak out. I did actually change it into a earring back. It is a clip-on earring back. So now I just clip it onto paper and then clip it next to the front of my planner, and that way I can have it with me and I can use it as a bookmark as well. I do love putting die cuts down here. I just put a little piece of washi tape in a glue dot and it stays right there, and I don't hurt the planner at all. Here's the front dashboard. I wanted to do, this is all WEBSTERS pages here on front. Here's just a little Felicity Jane studio, but I had great intentions of making this kind of like a memory page for the month, and I didn't get around to it, but it's still cute otherwise. It has a double flip feel to it. I have the front cover for my February planner right here. And these are all Annie Plans printables. I really don't use much else other than hers. And I just use some of these. This is the EC header box. I don't see why I can't use it in here. Along with this, I just kind of used it as washi tape, of course. This again is a header. I just use it on the bottom as well. I failed at tracking yet again. If you watched last month, you'll know that I was like, what is going on with my tracking? I think what I'm going to do for the rest of the year, tracking just isn't my jam. I think that's what it is. I'm not going to force myself to do tracking. So what I'm going to do is use some pattern paper next month, and I'm just going to make a memory page. And I do save my inserts, my daily inserts, and my obviously monthly because it's attached. And so it'd be great memory keeping. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just not going to force myself to do something I don't want to do, right? So very plain to start off with, and I will have to say that 99% of all of the stickers in here are Paper and Glam. I am on their PR team, and they just have gorgeous stickers, and it makes it so easy to plan an entire month in 2 hours, and I love it to death. So obviously we start off here with the 4th with these. I like to use these scallops, and they're supposed to be headers, and you turn them on this side, but I do like to block time out with them. It's a great idea if you're using a timed insert. Next month I won't be using timed. I want a little bit more of a full page feel, but we'll get to that later. I still can make full columns here like you're doing a vertical EC. I just line everything up and go to town. Just a whole bunch of layering as we go here. I do tend to do a little bit of journaling, and I'm not going to get hung up on empty spaces sometimes. I think there's no reason for that. I did track the weather a little bit because it was starting to be warm, and then it went south again. National Pizza Night. I'm not sure, we haven't had pizza. Saturdays tend to be one of those days that don't get planned a lot for me, but Sundays are a big planner day. It seems like, oh my goodness, I didn't get anything done on Saturday. And then Sunday hits and you're like, okay, let's get it in gear. This is a extensively heavy sticker on the bottom. I never did finish the top to make it a little balanced. I'm not going to go back and back plan. That's not my MO, and that's okay. But I do track my sick days for my kids. And I will say that this is very helpful because apparently I did not give an excuse to school stating that my first grader was sick. Like I would leave him home for any other reason. Okay, whatever. So they sent me a note and said, here are the dates and which for the entire year that your kids have been gone. And so I literally went through all of my planner pages in January, December, and since school began, and looked to see why my kid was absent, whether we were on vacation or they were sick. And there I was. I will always, always plan and let myself know when things are happening, because you never know if somebody's going to ask you, well, what did you do on that day? Sticker heavy. Oh, it feels so good. I love the fact that I tried something different with these full box flags. Okay. So then I put a page flag here with the tracking. And then I put a quarter box on top, and it just looks so layered and lovely. Super stoked about this whole layout. This one looks great. I can totally photograph this one, but we'll turn the page. Moving on, a lot of heavy writing. This was the day I came to Chicago Planner Conference, and all I did was want to use the bleeds on her boxes, her full boxes, and it makes a great place to just, no stickers, just the full bleeds, and then you can actually, segment your day out if you wanted to. This was full on Chicago Planner Conference day, so I did not write anything because I was just busy having fun. Sunday, I had great thoughts about how the day would go and when I would get home, but honestly, I didn't get home until midnight. The flight home was canceled, rerouted, blah, blah, had to drive, hot mess. So turn the page, then President's Day, and thank goodness I did not have school, but I think I ended up working anyway. Nope, I didn't. So I would note it here if I did. But the kids had school, which doesn't reflect here. Long story short, then the next day I've got a bunch of heavy, I tried the same type of thing again with the full page flag with the headers on top. I didn't like it as much. I think I would have liked it better if I had smushed them all together to make them kind of like a full box, and if I had placed them on the sticker page straight. Next page is, again, we're getting towards the end of the month. I do like the fact that I'm using these quarter boxes straight up and down-ish. They're not placed straight, but they're straight up and down to block out time. I really enjoy doing that. There's always creative ways to use your headers other than just headers, in my humble opinion. Full boxes, again, with bleeds, and then I put another different full box in it to make it pop a little bit more. And here we are in the last week. Just some random planning. I do like the full bleeds and then putting the sticker boxes in it as well to make it look very cohesive. I think this is a great way to go moving forward for me into March, and I will repeat that again and you will see it. And I always have trouble when you go from one month to another and you're like, how do I make the colors work? Well, that's what I love about Paper and Glam. She uses some of the repeat colors, so I can incorporate green here without it looking too, oh my goodness, here's pink and here's green. You see what I mean? This is today, and I'm going to turn the page, and I have a bunch of road trips coming up this weekend, so I don't have much started or planned, but I will definitely write those in as it comes. Here's the back side of that insert. And the front side of the next, this is a print out of the Kinley's Doodles Grumpy Bear collab. And I just jizzed the top. This is supposed to be black and white. I did not change the colors, and I just added some extra color on the front with that. Here's the front cover of my Chicago Planner Conference insert. I pre-did most of this insert before I left. I have my index of all of the tabbed parts within this insert. So anyway, on this page is my agenda, an itinerary. The next page obviously is my hotel reservation, my confirmation for the conference itself, my flight information, and it was fun to put together. This is just ripped construction paper. I was at school and I had some free time, so there was some extra scrap paper, and I just added it to my planner, and the colors worked, of course. This was from Nubia Plans. She did a wonderful sheets on the restaurants in Chicago, and I just kind of put this little flip thing together, and you will definitely see this. I love the fact that I can open it up, have a full page folded in here. That was super stoked to me. I didn't have time to shop. Not gonna lie. I had so much fun. I did not shop. I was also helping Mommy lay behind her booth. So I did get my Pegatina Plans sticker book bought. So I love that part. Here starts where we do a little bit of memory keeping. I do have my packing list, but I did add some other things after I got home, like this Chicago and this dress and this Lady Boss Wander. And of course, it was the day after Valentine's Day, so we went to Target and got some dark chocolate. So that's just a little bit of memory keeping. But these are from Wandering Planners, and I just add them in later on. But again, here's some of that scrap paper I found at school one day. I did take copious notes at each one of my workshops. Most of them were non-hands-on. They were just informative lectures. And so what I did was I literally wrote everything in here, including this outside, and then I added some of those stickers later, and it looks like it was supposed to be done this way, and this is the way I did it, but that's not the way it is at all. Next page is, again, another workshop that was very verbal, and so I made lots of notes. And then added the stickers later. Oh, here we are. So with some memory keeping, this is obviously Wandering Planners. I took their workshop and I put her suggestions and her lecture in kind of like an artsy fartsy format, where if you look, make a hashtag, make a bucket list, collage your memories. And I did that for the entire page while crafting. And then after I got home, I took a picture of this and added it to it. So this is the picture of this. And then I added some more ephemera and some pattern paper. Again, our keynote speaker, who is her, my sister, came to visit. And here is a picture of a screenshot my sister took of me talking about how wonderful she is. So I had to incorporate everything. And can I just say my stamping just didn't work out. And you know what? I'm going to live. I'm going to survive. And it's going to be okay, because only I will be able to look at that, in you, in the video, be able to look at that in the future and go, wow, her stamping stinks. Yep, sometimes stamping doesn't work for me, and that's okay. Next is, this is meant to be an autograph page. I just did not have the time or the people connections to make it that way, so I just turned it into a memory page. Christiane Designs, I did not know she was going to do a lecture, so I just kind of added her quick lecture right in here. And then I took some snapshots of some of, as you can see, my planner page from previously. Again, turned it into a memory page. My sister was being sneaky and taking some pictures of me being random. And then Mommy Lay had a wonderful, wonderful table that I was very happy to be part of. There's another sneaky picture my sister took of me. And I love this box stamp that I didn't mess up. This Passport to Fun, it's an airplane that was in one of my swag bags. And I just wrote on the edge with my jelly pen, and it smeared a little, but you know what? I'm going to live. It's okay. Oh, Ada did a wonderful thing. She gave me a Lush package, and so I took the wrapping paper off the Lush package and made it kind of like a flip here. I have my description about what's going on and how I did it. Wandering Planners gave us this great paper. I just incorporated it all into a little memory keeping. Along with this, not much here. I had intentions of taking pictures while we were having fun and dancing and karaoke. Didn't happen, but my sister took sneaky pictures of me. And then there's Roxanne and me. And I still have some room to put pictures of me and some other friends like Ada and Mommy and Amanda. There's a wonderful picture of the four of us. I'm going to put that right there. And here's my expenses. Haven't totaled everything up so far, but I'm not sure I want to, but I'm going to have to do what the damage says. Again, here's the back side of that Kinley's Doodles page. I did add some enamel stars just to go over her stars, and I did color in because I wanted to bring out some of the color from this page, which is just extra parts and pieces from Kinley's Doodles. This is just some vellum or acetate per se, and I just made this bookmark that you can actually take in and out. So again, this is the vellum on the inside, and here is my yearly, I should say. Looking pretty lame so far. I might add some extra stickers in here on the back side. I've got a ton left from Paper and Glen because she's so generous. I want to make sure that this will look good. Moving on. March is pretty lame right now, but wait till I get my hands on it. And then I don't have much planned out past April, and I do have some things in May. Then I've got the back side of this. I just decided to put some sticky notes. These are Kinley's Doodle sticky notes. If you just take one or two and then I just glue them in there, put a little pattern piece behind, and then some washi tape, and bam, you've got a place to quickly jot down stuff, which is I'm a huge fan of. On the inside, I've got some Paper House Productions. This is just a dashboard. I did have stickers in here. I took them out to get ready for March. Here's the inside cover of that dashboard. I'm falling out of love out of having plastic dashboards for some reason. I just really love the paper. Then the back side of this is just another dashboard, and I do have my school calendar in here. It talks about all the 4 schools that my kids are in and when their breaks are, and it just makes it really easy to transfer this information over to the yearly and or the monthly. And the back side is things that I've sectioned off for home gifts: Amazon Prime, Big Kids, Little Kids, Add to Work Planner, Home Planner, and Mark for Indiana. So that is the extent of, and yep, that is, you see Amy Draw that I just added a digital. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it below too. But that's the end of my planner. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will definitely be seeing you in March for a setup. Take care, guys.